So let me pick up another colour. Let's have some Viridian green that has been muted down with a bit of crimson. With that in mind, let's put in some pink. Why not? Mix that all in there. And go back to our magic ingredient again, which I'll just top up to make sure I've got plenty in there. This is a little bit damper. There you go. The trick is to keep your paper flat. It's not that easy if you're working on a small bit of paper like I am at the moment. Now I particularly like this technique for suggesting, oops, did you see what happened there? The little drop came out and split into bubbles and splattered, which was quite interesting. There we go. Best way to get the effect with this is to make sure you have two colours on, that one's gone too far, two colours on your paper that are going to zing against each other. So this is essentially red and green. It's always going to zing, isn't it? Then drop in your mystery ingredient and then leave it alone and see what happens. There's some amazing colours in there. This one's worked better because the paper was ever so slightly damp. So, got to put you out your misery. The magic ingredient on this Why Not Wednesday art experience is a Dishwasher Rinse Aid. And the rinse aid that I'm using is an eco-friendly one, as in it doesn't damage treatment plants. But if you have any type of dishwash rinse aid at all, then give it a go. If you don't, just try some washing up liquid, all sorts of things. Just see what happens. A lot of people use alcohol and drop that in. So any sort of alcohol, pure alcohol, like spirits, is going to give you the best results. But I've done that once, and poor learner was like, woof, because it was gin and it didn't. It was very, very strong. So I tend to use the eco-friendly dishwasher rinse aid. So have a little play, see what's in your cupboards at home, and see what effects you can create. When these are dry, I might come back and embellish them, or not. It might have just been a one-off that I enjoyed, but I really am enjoying all of that texture. Just look at that texture, and you couldn't make that yourself. So watercolour is doing its job. It out, and you've had a little play with some dishwasher rinse aid. Now you might want to go back in with a rigger brush perhaps and add some details. You don't want to be going right across your painting because that would probably be too much, but there's nothing to stop you adding details on. So if you wanted to put a little stalk to that one, you just literally go for it and be bold. If you wanted to negative paint around whatever this is here, you could use your rigger brush, or any brush with a point really, to then come around this flower. You don't want to overdo this because you're going to lose all those lovely effects that the flower itself has made. But you can do this, you don't have to stick with what you've got. You can embellish it, you can play. Best thing to do with a rigger is just wiggle it around, let it do its own thing, like that. Don't overthink this, don't try and make a painting, just play with it. I'm only using the same colours that were on here before, which was Viridian green and Quin magenta. There we go, just a couple more lines there. And that's it. Now I've made a little flower meadow, or maybe not. Who knows what you might have thought. The other one. So did you enjoy the dishwasher rinse aid technique? Oh, it's just so much fun. Just a bit of paint in your palette, just have a think about two colours, throw them on. This one was dry, so the paper slurped up the moisture straight away. I've lifted out as well, which we did on a different video, and this one was a bit wet and therefore softer edges in the colours, and I added on some paint at the bottom there for suggestion of grass and foliage. But have a try. You can make some fabulous flower paintings like this just by dropping in Dishwasher Rinse Aid. So happy Wednesday, and I'll see you all soon on the next video. Happy painting, take care, bye for now.